Once upon a time, in a quiet village surrounded by green fields, there lived a young man named Ben. He was 22 years old, but his eyes looked much older, tired, empty, like someone who had already given up on life. Every morning, Ben would wake up, and the first thought in his mind was always the same: nothing good ever happens to me. And strangely, he was right. Nothing good did ever happen to him. Ben worked at a small grocery shop in the village. The owner, Mr. Davis, was a tough man. He would yell at Ben for the smallest mistakes. "You're useless, Ben," he'd shout. "Can't you do anything right?" And Ben would just lower his head and whisper to himself, "He's right, I am useless." At home, things weren't any better. His younger brother was smarter, more confident, more loved. Everyone in the family always said, "Why can't you be more like your brother, Ben?" And Ben believed it. He believed he was the broken one, the unlucky one, the one who was born to struggle. Days turned into months, months turned into years, and Ben's life stayed exactly the same: stuck, heavy, dark. Then one evening, something small happened that changed everything. Ben was walking home from work, exhausted as always. The sun was setting, painting the sky in soft orange and pink, but Ben didn't notice. He never noticed beautiful things anymore. As he walked past an old tree by a small, quiet pond, he saw an elderly man sitting there. The man had a calm face, a gentle smile. He was feeding birds with small pieces of bread. Ben didn't know why, but he stopped. Maybe he was just too tired to keep walking. Maybe something inside him was searching for a reason to pause. The old man looked up and smiled. "Sit, my boy. You look like you're carrying the whole world on your shoulders." Ben sat down. He didn't say anything. He didn't know what to say. The old man continued feeding the birds. Then, without looking at Ben, he said softly, "Do you know why these birds come to me every evening?" Ben shook his head. "Because I expect them to come. I believe they will come, and so they do." Ben frowned. "That's just coincidence." The old man chuckled. "Maybe, or maybe what you expect from life is exactly what life gives you." Ben felt something stir inside him, something uncomfortable. "What do you mean?" The old man finally looked at him. His eyes were deep, kind, but also sharp. "Tell me, boy, what do you think about yourself?" Ben hesitated. Then, almost ashamed, he whispered, "I think I'm unlucky. I think nothing good ever happens to me." The old man nodded slowly. "And so it is." Ben's chest tightened. "So what am I supposed to do? Just lie to myself? Pretend everything is fine when it's not?" "No," the old man said gently. "You don't lie. You choose. You choose one thought, just one, and you protect it, like a small flame in the wind." That night, Ben lay on his bed, staring at the ceiling. The old man's words kept spinning in his head. Choose one thought. He closed his eyes, and for the first time in years, he tried something different. He whispered to himself, "Something good will happen to me tomorrow." It felt strange, it felt fake, but he said it again. "Something good will happen to me tomorrow." He fell asleep with that one thought. The next morning, Ben woke up. The first thing he did was repeat it. "Something good will happen to me today." He went to work. Mr. Davis yelled at him as usual. A customer complained. Ben spilled a bag of rice.
But instead of drowning in shame, Ben took a breath and whispered again, "Something good will happen to me today." And then, just before closing time, a man walked into the shop. He was well dressed, polite. He bought a few things, and while paying, he looked at Ben and said, "You have an honest face. Are you looking for better work?" Ben's heart skipped. Yes, I am." The man smiled. "I'm opening a new store in the city. I need someone I can trust. If you're interested, come meet me tomorrow." He handed Ben a card and left. Ben stood there, frozen. His hands were shaking. He looked at the card, then he looked up at the sky, and for the first time in years, he smiled.
That one moment didn't solve all of Ben's problems. The new job wasn't easy. The city was loud and crowded. There were days he wanted to give up. But every morning, Ben chose the same thought. Something good will happen to me today. And slowly, things did change. Not because life suddenly became easy, but because Ben started seeing opportunities instead of obstacles. He started meeting kind people instead of cruel ones. He started believing in himself instead of doubting every step. 1 year later, Ben owned a small shop of his own. Nothing fancy, just a simple place, but it was his. And every evening he would sit outside his shop and watch the sunset. The same sunset he used to ignore. One day, a young boy walked past, looking tired and sad. Ben called out to him, "Sit, boy. You look like you're carrying the whole world on your shoulders." The boy sat, and Ben smiled. "Let me tell you something," Ben said gently. "What you think about yourself becomes your life. So choose your thoughts carefully. Choose one good thought, protect it, and watch how your life begins to change." The boy looked at him, confused but curious. And Ben knew that one day, this boy would understand. Your life is not shaped by what happens to you. It's shaped by what you think about what happens to you. So tonight, before you sleep, choose one thought, just one. Something good will happen to me tomorrow. Say it, believe it, protect it, and watch your life change. Because the power was always inside you. You just forgot to use it.